And we are live Monday night, the PMS show, the Paul Murray show. And here we have Mr.
Paul Murray.
And we are live.
You know, I need a drink after that. Finally, I got your alert, Paul, seconds after you went live.
Really?
Yeah, I just got it. I just clicked on it. I'm in the chat now. I got the alert and I got it in my phone. I'm like, usually I don't get it until like 5 minutes after.
Yeah, usually minutes later.
All right, I'll give you your first bite. All right, so what's up, Paul?
Well, just another Monday night getting down the slope heading towards the holidays. I just sit here and I wonder what the hell happened to summer.
Yeah, I know what happened to summer. It went the other day with that cold, with that warm breeze.
Yeah.
To wherever the hell it went to, because
wherever it goes.
Hey, John Coupe, Dave Ennis,
John Coupe, Max Ear, Dave Ennis.
What's good, everyone? Mr.
How are you guys?
Good evening from the East Coast. Well, I'm in the Midwest, but East Coast time.
East Coast rules.
Yep.
Only for a short period of time, though.
Well, actually, television set up all around it.
What happened?
Television is set up for it. And it's great for pay-per-view.
All right, here we go.
Now, what is that the new one you got?
This is the one that I was going to build. This is my last build. This is my last build. I like the color scheme. It came with black and gold stanchions. So I got the gold motors on, and I'm getting ready to line up the stack. Where it goes in the middle here, the problem is I have to attach the power leads to these two plugs right here.
Tim Jackson, hello.
Capacitor on it and all of that stuff.
Well, Herman's been cleaning his desk off. He's getting ready to start doing builds too.
Yeah. Herm's gonna build a supercomputer. That's what that's gonna be.
Herman says, "What the hell are you talking about?"
That's exactly what it's gonna be. It's gonna be that supercomputer.
I start doing that. I become manufacturing in here.
Yeah.
You know, it is a little dark here. All right, that helps a little bit. But
you know, they have these lights that go around.
Tim Jackson, what's good, dude?
Inside Madison Square Garden, on the fourth floor of the garden, and they can change colors and they can show different things, like on the with all these, you know how those LED lights work with all of that nonsense now,
right?
But it's all programming in the computer.
Yeah.
I installed every single light on that floor.
Oh, get out.
With my own two hands.
Okay. That's a proud feat.
The garden was funny. It was so hot in there. They had to, when they turned off the air conditioner, they had to wait to put the paneling in because they were worried about the humidity. They didn't want the wood to swell because then it would be a waste.
Wow.
It wouldn't fit in the into the panel slots.
Okay.
So they had to wait for the temperature to reach a certain temperature before they could open the crates.
Damn. That's not good.
Susan Lee, good evening, Susan. How you doing?
Susan Lee, how are you? And welcome to the PMS show. Well, you just have to change that from PMS, man. You know, a lot of people can take that the wrong way.
What?
PMS, you know.
Yeah. Paul Murray show?
Yeah.
Well, it's the Paul Murray show.
Well, yeah. Then, but you use the initials, and technically he should be live once a month.
For what, about a week?
You only last for how many days? 28 days in between.
Okay, that's doable. When is my birthday? Okay.
I don't know how that went into your birthday, but I'm gonna leave that.
No, I was trying to ask 2 questions at a time in
There's
birthday.
certain things I don't need on my birthday. I'm good.
It'll have to be on a Saturday. Wednesday. What day is my birthday on? A Wednesday?
I don't know.
Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we'll take him Saturday.
Whose birthday is it?
My grandson is coming to stay with us for
your birthday?
my birthday.
Happy birthday.
In December. So he's coming to stay with us, and well, his mom's goes to Florida. So I have to introduce him to members on this side of the family and all of that, stuff like that.
Let me say it again. Happy birthday.
Early, right? Yeah, that'll be fun.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna take a shot to drop for you.
To have a 2-year-old on my birthday, right?
Again.
Wow. He's got some plans going there.
Well, I have to. He still hasn't met my mom. Still hasn't seen him. She won't see him until he's 5.
How's it going, man?
What's up, Sean? Yeah, she honestly believes she won't see him until he's 5. So.
Really?
Well, he's 2 now, and she hasn't seen him. So. That's how you have to look. Kyla, can you hand me that hex wrench over there, please?
I think my grandmother would kill me.
Yes, that hex. Yes, it's in your hand. Yes, that hex driver. Thank you.
Did you see what Tim wrote?
What? No, I didn't.
That Lawrence.
LMO. Woman usually says PMS means putting up with men's shit. Good possibility. Good possibility.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I got off. I got off the live stream last night. Roger had going. They went until midnight, but I had a long day, and so I had to say goodbye because I got on with Roger at about 6:45, and I guess it was Roger said it was a wild stream last night, and Tim and Computer Chick were going back and forth, and said it was wild.
Okay. So what drone?
Sorry, I forgot to unmute.
What drone were they arguing about?
I don't think they were arguing about drones. I think they were arguing personal attraction.
What's that?
Personal attraction.
Oh, okay. Sounds like trouble to me.
Jim keeps asking her to send him pictures. You know what I mean?
Oh, I get it. I get it now.
Yeah.
So, what's up, everyone? How's everyone doing in the chat? I mean, you guys come here to support Paul's channel. Tell us what's going on. Or at least give us an idea of what's going on in your life.
Yeah. Geek Savannah, I sent you an invite, and I think I sent one to David too. I'm going to send one out again.
What's up, Paul?
You just made a poor choice.
David.
I put this stupid thing in wrong, so now I have, hey, Phantom Hodges, what's up? Can come in and add some diversity here.
Yeah, well, I also sent an invite to Paul, but I also sent one to
Come in and
Sean
balance out.
and Val, and
I haven't seen Val in so long. I don't know what's happening with her.
I don't know. She might be working, but I thought I better send her one. And
Corey, how are you? How was your birthday yesterday?
I thought maybe Sean would come on here and give us drone news.
See, Paul, you're funny because you're supposed to have that, not your guest.
Well, it works for Ken Heron. He has somebody else come on and do the drone news.
Well, I just figured I would mention that small little fact.
Well, the only reason I was looking for Sean to come on here, he seems to have some inside information on some drone news that nobody else is talking about yet, but he did make a post about it, and it's about the Inspire 3.
Uh-huh.
Inspire 3.
I actually heard and saw a picture of it.
Okay.
Yeah. It kind of wanted to look like.
I'm not interested.
Okay.
Well, in the Inspire 3, my wish list would be one, keep the articulating arms, figure out how to make them fold.
It had that, but it also had, from the picture I saw, it had something similar, and it had a sleeker body.
Sleeker, smaller, yep.
Yeah.
And keep the ability to, with that neck that they
Mary,
have,
I'm home today, not doing good, so I have a doctor's appointment to see what the heck is wrong with me. Think it's my blood pressure. Stop eating that damn Vegemite.
That's right, Vegemite, and he's eating all these exotic foods.
Vegemite.
He's eating prawns and clams on a half shell, and
like I said, it's pressure, right?
Yeah. Yeah, pressure not good.
The juice don't help neither.
The what?
The juice.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Of course.
Geek Savannah says, yes, it is. It was fully developed and ready. DJI have elected to shelve it, mainly due to the issues
Phantom Hodges says it's lack of sex. I don't know.
experiencing in the commercial drone sector.
I'll buy one. How much they selling them for?
An Inspire 3?
Yeah.
If it's smaller,
If
I might be interested in
you
one.
keep it around the same range as where I would think, like, the next top level prosumer drone would be, I buy it. But if you're gonna sell it for like $1 billion, like you sold the last Inspire, I'll wait.
Yeah.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. Both of them were very good drones.
Yeah,
It's just
but
that it's not for what I do. It's not really needed.
Yeah, they could do. I was hoping the Inspire 3 would be a smaller, lighter version. I don't need to carry a 5-pound camera on the bottom of it. Give us a 1-inch sensor, of course.
Well,
and maybe zoom capabilities, or if they leave it so you connect it, because on my Inspires, I didn't fly with the X3. I bought the Z3, which was the zoom camera.
Well, Paul, you start talking about 1-inch sensor. You start talking about going back. You start talking about a smaller sensor than what was on some of the those cameras that were originally on that thing. And
the heavier cameras.
I don't think that's where they're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, Tim, hope all goes okay. Susan.
Because if you look at what they did with the camera for the Matrice, I was shocked when I heard that they had used a full frame 35 millimeter sensor for that thing, and I was like, wow.
Let's hope that's all it is, Tim, that you have to stop drinking.
Oh,
that would be that's doable.
Well, you know what? Don't let it get to the point of where it has to stop. You can just ease
right.
it.
Or Tim says in Australia they don't have the non-alcoholic beer over there.
That's all right.
Because if you have a taste for beer,
Hmm.
The non-alcoholic will help
Funny
you
you
wean
mentioned
yourself
that.
off.
I'm gonna go have one for you, Tim.
Well, you know what?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go
Okay.
get a brewski for you. I'm
Okay.
feeling sorry for you,
See,
man.
the thing is
You're gonna
that
have to stop drinking. I'm gonna have to take up the slack.
honestly, I don't understand people that say that they drink for the taste. There's most of these things like whiskey and scotch, whatever you want to call it, cognac. If you're drinking it, you're not drinking that shit for the
Yeah,
taste.
well, I'm amazed at guys that just
You're trying to balance your buzz.
take like a tequila and just a bottle, and it's like, oh my God.
You're trying to balance your buzz. So to say you're drinking for now, but beer now, certain beers I can't drink them. If it tastes like trash, I can't drink it. That's why I don't get started on beer, because I'll be just like Tim, knocking them back. I stick to the Mott's. Drink my apple juice.
Yeah. Well, you should be drinking stuff that's good for you, Tim. He just made the comment that he told Roger, says, yeah, just real tired and palpitations, heart palpitations aren't good. Time to quit drinking and being healthy for the last half of my life. That's a wise phrase.
How old is Tim?
Roger says hello to everybody.
What's going on, Roger?
Yep, Tim says he was overdue. You can't write checks that you can't cash. You know what I mean?
You'll be all right, Tim.
Rodney Bell, good evening. How you doing?
What's up, Rodney? So, Paul,
Yeah.
what's been going on your side of the world other than the wind?
Well, it was raining for the last several days, windy. The other night, we had those 50, 60 miles an hour winds just went all night long. So it's like, okay. It just seemed to go on forever.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I was here. I could hear everybody in the back here, everything blowing, their stuff blowing around behind their house.
Yep. Yeah, it just seems to go on and on and on. And we had some real, now in between, I was getting some flying in, it was gusting to 30, 35, but I've been flying long enough. I know how to manipulate, but it still makes you pucker. You know what I mean?
You didn't take the drone out and go up in that heavy wind?
Yep.
Oh, you crazy.
Tim, tomato juice is good for you.
Yes, it is.
You just have to leave the vodka
clean you out. It's got a lot of vitamins in it.
Yuck. Tomato juice.
The only thing bad about tomato juice is if you're got an upset stomach, the acid in the tomatoes will upset it even more. But if you don't have, you're good.
This is true.
I can't do the tomato juice.
Hey, Russell, how you doing, buddy?
Russell, I'd rather just have water.
Can I help you?
Roger,
Hello?
Canadian Drone Hub, AZ, Rodney Bell.
Russell is activating his Pocket 2 as we speak.
Okay.
Mine is somewhere in the FedEx system.
Yours?
Yep. It was shipped over the weekend, but then when I went and tracked it with the number, it says it received at FedEx, but then it has this big, due to COVID, some of our deliveries may be a little delayed.
I gotta go out to Paramus, Lawrence.
I got a letter from FedEx today, email saying due to the snowstorms, your shit may be late.
Same thing again. Yeah.
God forbid somebody was actually working or listening to the weather. You know, it's a little bit too late to be crying about COVID and not being able to make the delivery.
Yeah, but you know, it makes such it makes such a convenient excuse. Hey, there's Rodney.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Hey, Rodney.
What's up, Rodney?
What's good, man?
You know, just living the dream.
Just like the rest of us.
Yep. How's it going, Phantom?
I'm trying to survive here.
Herman's been being good for the most part, even though
Really?
Yeah, even though we're sitting here and watching FPV build in progress. Now, Lawrence says that's his
I went to go get a beer and came back with a hamburger.
that's his last build for the year, he says.
Yep.
But Herman and I are betting that that's not true.
Oh no, not for the year. He said he had to get rid of those motors, or else he was going to build something else. And here we are.
Yeah.
2 days later.
He said he was
A
build
day
all
later.
winter.
Yeah, that's right, Rodney.
What's up, David?
David,
Hi, Lawrence. Hi, Paul.
how are things in
Herman.
Scotland?
Hi,
How are
Rodney.
things in Scotland? You're 5 hours. It's 10:20 there, right?
It sure is. Yeah. Hi, Susan Lee, Phantom Hodges, Tim Jackson, Roger, Sean Geeksvana, AZ Drone,
All of them. Everyone.
everybody
evening, everybody.
that's in there. That's all I can see for the moment.
All you dudes out there and gals.
Well, you could use your Scottish accent a little bit there, Dave, and say, "Well, great to be here with y'all."
Y'all's not Scottish.
Right, Rodney?
Absolutely.
Yes. So, have you been getting any flying in, Rodney, at all, or?
I didn't do any flying today. I did go Saturday. I did go do some flying with my Mavic Air 2, but not as much as I'd like to. I went out specifically to look for fall colors. And I don't think Virginia's going to have a fall this year. I think it's just going to go straight into winter.
Is that bad?
There was a few colors, but nothing like it usually is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I see some guys are putting up some videos with spectacular colors. Now, Roger got a couple of them, but now if you watched his snow geese video from this morning or last night, whenever it was, you can see the colors are fading fast up there in Quebec.
there's a tree in front of the building that I work at. There's a tree, and every fall it just turns a brilliant gold. The leaves turn brilliant gold, and it's just beautiful. This year, it lost all its leaves before the other trees even changed colors, and
So
that's
it didn't happen.
unusual
COVID.
Yeah.
for that particular tree. It's usually the last one to lose its leaves, and it's usually the most brilliant as far as color is concerned.
COVID done got everything now.
Yeah, 2020 is
It's just not a good year.
Yeah, it's messing with the trees. It's messing with everything.
it's just everything's discombobulated.
The weather here doesn't know what it's doing. It's warm one day, freezing cold the next.
All right, Beck, I got to throw another handful of peanuts to the squirrels.
Did you say the word freedom? Is that Scottish?
Freedom!
I've got to paint my face up before I'm allowed to say that, Tim.
Hey, Ray Kelly, what's up? How
It's-
are you?
It's coming, though.
Hey, Kelly.
It's coming.
Hey, Ray Kelly.
What's good, man?
Good seeing you again. Yeah, I just ended my live stream. I did a live stream today.
Okay.
What time? What time were you on?
See, I started about, I guess it was about 3 o'clock.
Oh, I was on.
I only went about an hour and 40 minutes though.
Oh, I was on my way back here. I had to go to the doctor.
Yeah, and once again, a lot of people didn't get notices. Good old YouTube.
Yeah, I've given up on the notices for YouTube. It's I have to try and remember. I can't remember the last time I had notices for anybody's channel.
Well, I get them every now and then. I mean, I found this this live stream because I saw Paul's had it. I did get a notice for Paul, but so, and it's very spotty.
Yeah, this one I've still not had a notice. The reason I knew it was on is I got the mail from Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just curious to know how it actually works. I know, like, if you watch a couple of videos that somebody puts out, and the next time they put something out, you will get that notice. But if you don't watch, I noticed that if you don't watch a couple of the videos or something like that, if you don't go, they can put out stuff and you'll never see it again. You're not you won't get the notice.
Well, for regular videos, it used to be that the subscription part of it worked a treat. You didn't need notifications or bells or this, that, and the other because they put them up there in order. That's what used to happen. And then they made those changes to the bells where there's like 3 levels of bells now, isn't there? You know, you get everything, you get a bit, or you get.
Yeah, to me, it's a little weird what the choice is.
Whatever they've done, and it's since they started doing that. Hi, Dave Ennis. It's since they started doing that, I've been getting less and less notifications.
Yeah, me too.
And yet, when I go in and I check all the channels, I've got the full bell rung to get all their notifications. But like when Paul might put out 3 or 4 ships in a day, I might get a notification.
I actually see Paul's notifications for those on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't see them on YouTube. I see them on Facebook.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just weird how it works.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like he went live, right? And as soon as he went live, the notification came up.
Right.
Sometimes we'll be sitting in here and it'll come up like 10 minutes later.
Yeah, it used to work like that. When anybody went live, you got an alert they went live. Now they go live. Today was the first time since Paul has been doing a live stream. I got the live stream notice within seconds of him going live. Usually I get it 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, and I have the bell clicked.
Yeah.
So
whatever they're doing.
Well, I tried to. I'm having problems here. I put it up on Roger's stream earlier. I get a 403, which is a forbidden. You don't have access error. Whenever I try to send YouTube, the help thing, send feedback on the bottom of your screen. Whenever I try and get that, I get a 403 error, as I say. And
Carpenter Rick.
And I've been
Carpenter Rick, what's up?
Been backwards and forwards and with them that all day. The usual reset your browser, clear the cache. Yeah, done all that. I used to work in IT support. I've done all the things you're going to tell me to do. Get to the bottom of your list and go from there. Conversation. And they've eventually come all. They've forwarded it on for looking at.
That's odd. I never tried to do it, so I don't know.
Hi, John.
John Coopy's flying micro drones. Carpenter Rick.
Tim Jackson's going to take a nap.
Nap.
Yeah, he's feeling really dragged out and
Yeah,
tired.
he's not feeling too good.
What are you, sleepy?
He's a little under the weather. I
He
told you,
took the day off
stop
today and
eating that
tomorrow. He's
damn
got to go to the
Vegemite.
doctor.
Right.
Stop
Yep.
eating that
Too
Vegemite.
much. Lawrence says it's too much Vegemite.
That's like, is that code for something?
I don't think Australians can have too much Vegemite, can they? I thought it was too little.
Is that like a code for something? Too much Vegemite?
How come?
Well, you know, they say too much of a good thing can hurt you.
That's what they say.
This is true. So they claim.
This is gonna sound weird, but I actually like the Vegemite.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
That's
I mean-
one of Herman's favorite things.
No, it isn't.
That was quick.
Lawrence dropped some of that over to Herman's, and Herman says, "Oh my God."
Lawrence and Justin seem to like it more than I did.
Yeah.
It was more palatable than I thought it would be. I mean, you guys really put fear into my
See
heart.
what I'm saying to you?
But I did pre-sample it, and I couldn't tell if it was because I was already drinking beer when I pre-sampled it, but it was like, okay. I didn't pass out, so I guess it's all right. But when I did try it on the live stream that night without drinking beer, I was like, okay, it's not as bad as they said it was.
Doesn't that sound like a guy that likes it? It's palatable. I only know good and nasty.
Rodney, did you like it?
I did like it.
Wow.
My mistake.
We did
No, it wasn't as bad as I
My
thought it would
mistake,
be.
Rodney, was drinking beer with it. I didn't know it grows. It feeds on the beer in your stomach. So the whole night,
because
the whole night, my stomach was like, I was hearing these sounds, and I'm like, whoa, is there something alive in me?
He was growing more beer.
well,
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Dude, it felt like it. I got up the next morning. I sat on the couch. You know how you sit on the couch? You cut the TV on, and I put on a channel, and my stomach said, "Urgh." I said,
But
okay.
you enjoyed it so much, Lawrence, that when you peed in the morning, it had a head on it, right?
It smelled vitamin-y.
on my Saturday morning,
Your urine smells a little vitamin-y.
Go ahead, Rodney.
when I had on my Saturday morning coffee with Rodney and friends, I had a taste test thing, and I talked Philly Drone Life into tasting it, and man, his reaction was wild. It was crazy.
Well, he's a wild man anyway.
And Daddy of 13, his whole family tried it. And,
Oh wow!
and their littlest girl, they gave her a taste of it, and the face she made was so precious. I mean, it was just
I
Well,
could
I
only
think,
imagine.
David, didn't you say that it's best if you put it on cucumbers?
Not me. No, I like it on toast or oatcakes.
yeah. They the Australians will tell you to put it on toast, and you can butter the toast and put it, mix the butter with the
No, I
vegetables.
just have it straight.
Oh
Or
shoot!
have it
I
straight.
forgot something. Hold on.
Yeah, it worked better that way.
Actually, I tried it. I took put a big dab of it on my finger, and licked it off my finger, and then I put some on some just plain toast with
Mhm.
no butter, and that was okay. And then I put it on toast with butter on it, and that was.
Excuse me a second, guys. Remember, I mentioned last night during the live stream I was supposed to go next door and help my neighbor after
Yeah.
the live stream.
Mhm.
He just called me and said, "I'm still waiting.
Okay, you better do it.
Oh no!
I'll be right back."
Okay.
Oh dear.
Well, that's
He was
that's-
like, "I didn't know you meant 7 o'clock tonight."
That's
Hi,
like
Jones.
that's like those guys, Rodney. That remember they were doing the taste tests with the what kind of peppers, the really hot ones.
Oh, yeah.
There's a name.
Well, the there's all sorts of different hot ones, isn't there?
Well-
They all claim to be hotter than the next.
Well, I challenge anybody to chew a Scotch bonnet pepper up.
Scotch bonnet's one of the hot ones, yeah.
You're not gonna survive that.
Well, I can't remember the guy's name, but I used to see him on here a lot. I haven't seen him much lately. He took a whole thing and just
Two shots.
shot it down, and then pretty soon he turned this bright red. The sweat was running off him, and
I know a lot of people eat jalapenos, just chew them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost peppers, aren't they?
I'm one of
Ghost
those.
peppers. Were they called ghost peppers, Rodney?
Yeah.
What are those?
They're supposed to be one of the hottest peppers ever conceived.
Mm.
Yeah.
Peppers on the Richter scale are
Yeah.
probably out of a scale of 1 to 10, probably about a 14.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a
Be
Google
right back.
search.
Okay. Yeah, I remember the ghost pepper challenge. Those guys are nuts. Because I don't like anything hot anyway, but
No?
no.
Well, I mean,
I like
there's a
hot,
certain
but it's got
thing.
to have flavor with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has to have flavor because if it's as hot as it's hot and then it's just not good.
I wonder what it would be like if you took Vegemite and mixed it with some ghost pepper sauce.
You ever had Vegemite, Paul?
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's a challenge you could try.
You could try that because you wouldn't have said that if you tried it. And the two tastes just don't. They kind of clash.
Yeah.
Well,
But it wasn't it wasn't as bad as everyone made it out to be. It's not something I would buy and eat, but it was bad as everyone made
It's
it
a
out.
love it or hate it thing, really. And people who hate it just
So
don't get it.
there's a pepper called Dragon's Breath.
Uh-huh.
And according to what I'm looking at, it says it's arguably the hottest pepper there is. Fact or hoax?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you know what the Scoville heat unit is, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2,480,000 Scoville heat units.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty hot.
So now when you use this, what is it good for? Like you just dip it in the food and just throw it away?
I've got this picture of Wile E. Coyote with the spoon that's burnt off the end, and there's the metal
The end of it's burned off. Yep.
There was a guy. I went to a meeting one time, and this guy brought in stuffed ghost peppers,
Mm-hmm.
and I tried one.
Mhm.
My mouth burnt for 3 hours. And a ghost pepper is a 1 million Scoville heat units.
See, the problem with those type of things is not them so much them going in. It's the
It's the burning all the way through you, right?
Yeah.
no, the coming out.
they're coming out.
Coming out.
That is a factor too, yes.
Come on, Paul. The end of the gun is always hot. When you start up,
The barrel heats up, right?
And
Oh wow.
it can do a hell of a amount of damage to the rifling.
Drone shots. How you doing, drone shots?
And
Good
if you-
evening.
and if you were drinking that night, ooh, it was a whole lot of pat drying.
Man, I can't even imagine that 2,480,000 Schofield units.
Not even-
Yeah.
That is
Ghost peppers are only 1 million, right? So it's twice as hot.
Yeah.
I'm not trying that. I'm not trying that. Mm-mm. No.
That's just not fun, though. I keep going back to it. I like heat, but it's got to have flavor. It's got to.
Dragon's breath peppers, right?
Right.
You can get some, Paul?
I'm gonna look up on Amazon, and I might send you a bottle.
No, I'm good.
Oh, this isn't hot sauce. These are real peppers.
Yeah, Paul, I'm good. You go
That's
handle
all.
that thing and touch your face, you'll be in trouble.
All these hot peppers will warm anybody up, drone shots.
When I was working working maintenance and operation at the Aegis Training Center, there's this sailor. He always brought in venison chili, and when he brought it in, he'd bring in like 4 or 5 different bottles of hot sauce.
Okay.
And there was a bottle of hot sauce, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's supposed to be like Famous Dave's hot sauce. It's in a line, one of those lines. And I took the bottle, and this is the hottest one he had, and I just like, and they're like, Rodney, and I had just had my first stent put into my heart when this happened.
There's Dragon's Breath peppers right there.
You know, you can go get some. They have them at your favorite department store, Paul.
Yep. Ultra hot peppers. You get a whole 5-pack pods.
See that, Paul? They have it at your favorite department store and supermarket. You can.
Well, see here, you can get it in a sauce. You can put that over tacos or tortillas. Or...
Yeah, I'm thinking no.
Yeah.
I'm
good.
I may be a little crazy, but I'm not completely insane. Or am I completely stupid?
You have to get a scissors and like chip off a little piece and drop it in your pot while you're cooking, and then put the rest of it in the refrigerator.
And even then, it may be too hot.
You know it's too hot when everything else moves off to the other side of the pot and it's over there by itself.
Drop it in the pot and go to tasting like, okay, somebody call and order a pizza.
So, Herman,
yeah,
where have you guys been flying lately?
Well, I haven't been out flying lately because I'm still dealing with this foot.
I'm back.
I'm hoping to get out very soon, but it's starting to get cold.
Starting to get cold. It turned cold overnight.
Stop it. It ain't that.
I'm thinking about sending some of those Dragon's Breath peppers to Lawrence.
You want to know what?
Because he loves to cook that stuff.
I used to make my own hot sauce, and the procedure that I used to make using the hot sauce, once I was done mixing it, I would put it in a glass jar because plastic, it would start getting soft, which lets you know how volatile it was.
Wow.
I would put it in a glass bottle or glass jar and make it airtight, and then put it in a closet inside a brown paper bag. And when I opened it up, it would go psst. From the fumes inside.
Was that hot sauce or was it fermenting and
it's semi-fermented hot sauce.
Turned into something else.
I told my doctor about it, and she was like, how much do you use? I said, well, it's that kind of stuff where if you put more than 3 drops, you can't taste your food anymore. And she told me stop making hot sauce.
My mother used to make.
She says if you make hot sauce hot enough that it's not palatable, she says, she's from Russia. So she goes, I don't know of anyone that uses hot sauce in drops. I said, well, the stuff that I make, you only need 2 or 3 drops per plate. In fact, if you smell it, you'll break a sweat.
Wow, that's hot.
Your pores open up, yes. So to send me some ghost peppers. I'll make some shit and send it back.
Here's what Rodney educated.
It'll get rid of your skunks. It'll get rid of your skunks.
While you were gone, Lawrence, Rodney educated us. There's ghost peppers are 1 million Scoville. He found a pepper that's called Dragon's Breath.
Yes, that's new.
2.3 million Scoville.
Yes, and you know what that does? It actually is so hot that your body automatically starts to reject it and says, "I have to get it out." There's a
See, that's
show
what I was talking
on there's
about.
a show on cable about answering questions and eating hot sauces. And this chef mixes together ghost peppers with other types of jalapeno and stuff. And at the end of the show, there's a glass of milk. And actually, if you answer this question and don't drink the milk, you move on to the next stage. The next stage is you eat an even hotter combination of those peppers, and then they bring out a milkshake.
That don't work. Give me
And
some
I'm
bread.
going to tell you, I've seen boogers come from people's nose.
David,
I
David,
mean, just come out. Whatever mucus was in their nose, just run
I
down
can
over
see
there.
that on the Sunday night with those guys having a hot.
No, you ain't.
David, that's exactly what I was talking about. About how, when it comes out the other end, like somebody
That was
fired a
another
shot.
fall to my custom hot sauce. In the morning, you'd be fidgeting.
There's one thing I'm thankful for at this
Just
point. Is
roll and pat.
What's that, David?
Don't
that
wipe.
there's a thing called the Dangerous Goods Act and dangerous transport stuff. So he couldn't be able to send it to anybody.
Huh. All I know is my hot sauce was good. After 2 to 3 dashes in the food, you couldn't taste it because your tongue was numb.
Yeah, my mother used to make hot sauce for my father because he said the stuff in the store is trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, all I know is my doctor said you need to stop making that stuff before it burns a hole in your stomach.
And he used to just take the knife, dip it in there, and that was it. That was all he needed. And I'm like, why do you have such a big bottle then?
Right. If it's a really good hot sauce, you don't need to go like that. You put 1 or 2 drops, maybe technically, you should have about half of a teaspoon or less of hot sauce on any plate. If you have to go like this several times, that's not hot sauce.
Nice one, Robert.
Rojo.
That's not freaking hot sauce. I'm sorry. That's something for a little kid. That's just vinegar water.
Rojo says dropping some snot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, my
So
job
did
is
you get
done.
did
I
you get
can't-
your neighbor fixed up?
Yeah. I left instructions.
What happened?
Settings, up arrow, select, letter C, settings. So he wrote it down. He'll be calling me in about a month and a half. He claims that his wife is doing it because she watches TV in the bedroom at night without the sound, like my wife does that. So the women, they like to read the television show. I don't know where you get it from, but they like to do that. So who knows? But she admitted she turned it on. She does
Something
it.
to do with the Cocoa Puffs.
She does it to mess with him. Because he's Spanish. They speak Spanish in the house, but they also speak English. She just does it to mess with him though.
Well, hey guys, I'm being called to dinner, so I'm gonna jump off.
Okay,
here.
Rodney, thanks for coming in, my
Well,
man.
thanks for inviting me.
Okay.
Have
All
fun,
right, buddy.
man.
Take it easy, man.
Enjoy
Enjoy
your
it.
dinner.
You, Herman, Lawrence, take care.
What are we having? A big feast
Later,
tonight?
bro.
Or?
Take care, Rodney.
Have a good one, David.
Okay, Rodney.
All right, see you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody in the chat.
Later.
Hi, Northern Explorer. Hi, Blind Neil.
Oh, my phone is here.
Northern Explorer. Hey, how you doing? Everybody, make sure you check everybody out. Make sure you subscribe to them and interact with them, and it wouldn't hurt to hit the like button either.
Well, all I can say is it's Monday night. I just put the garbage out, so I don't have to go back out for the evening. And it's windy as hell out there.
You know what I think I might do tonight, Lawrence? I might
What?
pop some popcorn.
Some what?
Pop some popcorn. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, he has a popcorn machine in his house, so he
Oh, you got the one where it stirs it and everything?
The
Yeah.
kettle? Yeah.
You remember?
he has the real popcorn.
You remember back in the 70s and 80s, they came out with the air popcorn where you put the kernels on top and the air
Mhm.
blows and it pops them up?
Yeah.
I don't. I
That's
haven't
the
seen
healthy
those.
popcorn.
What's that?
That's the healthy popcorn.
Yes.
Supposedly.
No oil or anything.
Right. I have the thing, the kettle, and you put and then you pour the
Yep.
oil and then you.
Yep.
and
So
it
you got the
turns
kettle
into
for the popcorn, and I have the hot dog roller cooker. That's you can put like 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and
Say you want to start a carnival?
yeah.
Did you say start a carnival, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, there's enough characters on YouTube. We can do that.
You put the popcorn on and get the hot dogs going, a football game might break out.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Herman's going to be watching tonight, Monday Night Football, right,
Yeah,
Herman?
that I'll be watching that, but I
Who's-
don't know about
who's-
a football game breaking out. I ain't playing.
Who's playing tonight?
We're playing. What do you call it? Those guys down there in Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Okay.
I'm football game breakout. I'm not playing, David. That might violate my insurance policy. Mm-mm.
Oh,
Yeah, Northern Explorer. The golf cart did sell. Lenny hooked somebody and sold it.
Okay.
In fact, I had to leave Roger's live stream the one day because I was designated as delivering it because I have a trailer,
You had to deliver it.
Yep. Cross town.
I'm
Yeah, you could drive down the block with it.
across town.
Well, it's the other side of the freeway and everything, and I just hooked the trailer up and loaded it on the trailer. And
Okay.
I have one of those trailers that's got the grate where you can drive up on stuff, and
Mhm.
and I have it because I have a zero turn, and every once in a while you got to get service on it. So and
Okay.
it also works really great for golf carts.
They don't come to you to service it?
No.
Wow.
In fact, my John Deere, I have to take it about 45 or 50 miles away to the John Deere dealer.
Thank God they don't have that with the washing machine.
Yep.
Can you imagine having to disconnect the washing machine and take it to get serviced?
Same with the golf carts. I had to have, not this last golf cart, but I've owned several golf carts, and I had to take it down to the city, Detroit, north of Detroit, to get it serviced.
Hi, Len.
Lynn, how's it going?
Yep, both of us have golf cart trailers. Well, mine is a utility trailer. Hers is too, but she only uses it to transport her golf cart. But
You got them stacked high?
no, they're on the north side of my house.
Rolling down the road with golf carts.
We used to go places and do things with them, and just not anymore.
You know, when I go to a football camp, they have them at football camp for the coaches to ride around in.
Yeah.
That never ends up well. One year we broke one.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What did
racing
that
will
cost?
do that every time.
Huh?
What'd that cost to get fixed?
I don't know. Just left it there. Just make it look like we're not using it.
Lynn's pupper dog Haas is doing good
Okay.
after the surgery.
Oh yes, yes.
What'd you call him?
Haas, Hoss is his name.
No, before that.
Huh?
What'd you call him before that?
Haas.
Oh, I thought you called him a different type of dog. I don't know.
He's a German Shepherd.
Well, yeah, I saw the pictures of him. I thought,
How's he
Well,
doing?
he had to have surgery on his
his paw because
because of jumping out of a second-story window.
the place was on fire.
I don't know. Maybe it was being raided. I don't know. Yep.
Good night, Susan. Take care.
Susan, everyone have a great night. God bless. Stay safe. Thanks for the great live. You bet, Susan, every Monday night. And Herman and Lawrence do their show. Lawrence does his Sunday night at 5, and Herman does his Wednesday night at 5. And then Canadian Drone Hub is on 7 days a week at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. And then on Friday nights, at Saturday nights, and Monday nights sometimes.
There you go, Herman.
I'm sorry. I was just on the phone with Justin.
David.
Lynn's saying Hoss was in Breaking Bad and there was a meth lab explosion.
Yeah, that's what I said, because Shepherd's is a territory. If it was a raid, then he'd have stood his ground.
Yeah.
But a fire, he was trying to save his life.
What happened? I
So
was,
Lynn's dog that hurt his
Haas, that hurt his leg.
his foot from jumping out of the window. He jumped to save his life.
yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I was just on the phone with Justin. I was telling him I need his assistance with something. So, yeah.
The build has come to a stop, Herman. He needs help.
No, not true.
You got Justin on the phone?
Huh?
You got Justin on the phone?
No, I was on the phone with him.
No, I'm saying you had him on the phone.
Yeah.
You actually got him. Oh, wow.
Well, he was supposed to call me, and I called him, and he was like, I was just about to call. So,
Hi, Big Matt.
Big Matt's here. How you doing?
all right, let's see. I'm just doing some searching on here.
Yeah, Lynn says when Haas jumped out the window, it cut both of his hips too.
Wow. That's not cool.
No.
And that breed of dog, the back hips sit low too.
Yeah.
My grandmother had a German Shepherd, well, and big dog. And she sent this dog to school for training and everything, went to get involved in the training and everything. Very obedient dog. And my grandmother, she had hurt her back. She couldn't walk the dog. So I used to go by there and I would walk the dog for her. This dog, when I'd stay by my grandmother's house as a kid, this dog would follow me everywhere.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
Took her out one night to go walk, Paul, and this man approached me. It was
The dog put him up against the wall, did he?
no, I had to tackle the damn dog.
To get him
Wow.
off them.
My father came running around the corner because he heard the whole commotion. The dog was ready to get him. She looked at me and I was like, "What are we gonna do?" She was like, "All right, let's get him."
Yeah, he was loyal to the family, though. That's most dogs are very protective of the family.
That's a cracking couple of hobbies there, Matt.
Even the little runts.
Oh yeah.
Even the little runts that
Well,
that
even
toy dogs.
I think sometimes the smaller the dogs are, the more aggressive. You know,
Yeah, yeah. I would agree.
what do they call them? Ankle biters. You know.
You know what's a little tough dog too? A lot of people don't know. Those Jack Russells.
Oh yeah. I remember when I was in high school, I used to go visit some relatives in Chicago for like a week or two.
Mhm.
And my uncle, he had a Jack Russell, and that Jack Russell used to eye me up and down. If I was sitting on the couch, he'd get up on the arm of the couch and just stare at me and.
Yeah, go ahead, make a move.
And my
I'll go
uncle
for the
says,
jugular.
"Don't move fast. Don't
Go
move
ahead.
fast."
I'm going for the jugular. Before you can point me out, I'm going for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful with them. If you bring one home, you get a Jack. You gotta socialize him real good.
Yeah.
Because if you got like, the kids got like rabbits or gerbils and stuff like that, they're in trouble.
Yeah, Lynn's got a 5-pound dog that thinks that he's a German Shepherd or bigger.
Those are usually the
They
ones.
always think that way until the fight starts. I've watched one of those little 5-pound dogs get tossed at McCarran Park, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right there in the dog park.
Affiliate, let's see, frames. I'm just looking for a frame. Just looking to be looking. Remember, I can't build anything until next year.
Right.
Look at him.
Except for that one.
What?
Huh?
Except for that one.
It
No.
didn't last long.
I
Have
didn't.
we
I'm
heard
not
this kind of
building
chat
nothing.
before, Herman?
I still have.
Last
I'm not
last
building
night he
nothing.
swore
I-
up and down this was it for
I
the year.
still have to build here. Okay, cut it out. I'm not building anything else.
Gotta get rid of these motors, because if I don't get rid of these motors, I'm gonna build something else. I got this drone here 24 hours later that I'm working on.
And he's already thinking about the next one.
Because he can't do it.
You know what it is?
He's gotta do it next year.
Until I could afford, until I learned how to build my own, I had to buy them. I brought like 2 or 3 off of Hadley. I brought one, built it. It didn't work. Then it started working. I broke it, didn't know how to repair it. Now that I know how to build, I can repair what I break also. That's most important
Yeah.
in FPV,
You got a Mavic?
as opposed to paying someone else to fix your shit.
Anyone have a Mavic?
I think that's a question for Paul.
Got a question to ask anyone with a Mavic 1?
The
Is
original.
that the original Mavic Pro? I got Mavic 2s. I've got 2 of them. I got the
But you
Pro
had
and
the
I've got
Pro.
the Zoom. The
You had
original
the-
Mavic Pro had that camera that was swinging down below. It wasn't as secure, but it was good.
You had one though, right?
Oh yeah.
Maybe you can answer the question.
That's
I don't
that's a
got one.
question.
Had one.
He's not asking you the quality and the dislikes you have for it.
I can
He's got
probably answer most questions about DJI drones, but don't have one. But I had one.
Okay. I say okay,
Big Matt wants a
and
question.
Google wakes up. I didn't even say okay, Google.
Hi, JSK.
JSK, hey, how you
JSK,
doing?
what's up, dude? How are you? What's going on?
Mavic Air 2. Okay. Now that opens the door. Paul and David, you guys got
No,
it.
can I try to pair the controllers if it will work? So you wanted to have them both paired to the same controller? Don't know.
Don't know. That'd be a good thing to test the when the
I
Mavic
don't
Mini
know.
2 comes
Well,
What's
out.
the funny one
only
with the
takes a
Mavic
few
Air
seconds
2
to pair
and the
I
up.
don't
Mavic
know, 'cause
Mini
it's not
2?
the same like the. I don't know if the controllers are just like the Phantom and the Inspire joint and the Phantom 4 Pro with that modular for the just to plug and play. I don't know if it's that simple.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely
they're
couldn't
the
answer
same
that because I
controllers
don't
with the
own
new
either
Mini,
bird.
the Mini 2 and the Air 2.
I don't own either bird,
But
so
that's a good
Well,
question.
I couldn't answer.
We only know of one person who owns the Mini 2 at the moment. And that's
Well,
the
that
guy.
has it in their possessions. There's a few people
But
that
if you have the smart
tried.
controller, maybe. That's what everybody's gonna be waiting for next, right? To see if the smart controller.
You know, the interesting thing is that it's not released in the U.S. until 8 p.m.
Mhm,
on the 4th, which
mhm.
where are you going to buy it after that? Like Best Buy is only open till 8, I think, isn't it?
There'll be a load of places will stay open to sell.
Paul, stop. Best Buy, listen, if it means clearing out the room for something else, Best Buy will stay open, especially if it means cha-ching. Oh, believe me, somebody will be
So
open.
you're going to go out and buy? All right, Herman.
What happened?
Mini 2.
Who? You said you're sending me money order to go buy a mini 2?
No, I thought you said you were going to
Put
go
it
out
in
and
the
get one at 8 o'clock. You're going to be standing there in Best Buy.
No, not at Best Buy. Listen, the DJI store is open till 10 o'clock, I think.
Oh, there he goes.
At 9 o'clock. It's open till 9 o'clock every night at the mall.
All right. There's where Herman's going.
Oh, not necessarily.
Why not?
Because I'm not sure if I need it.
Well, yeah, but you can need it, fly it, play with it, and sell it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Or I could do a giveaway, right?
Well, I didn't say that. Lawrence, did you say that?
I could fly for half the year and then do a giveaway.
Yeah.
Right, Lawrence?
He's not paying attention to us.
Yeah, I know.
He's got us tuned up.
Yeah.
What happened? I'm
He's
sorry.
in the middle of ordering parts for another drone.
No, I'm not. I'm watching.
That's okay. Hey, we all have our addictions. We know.
Yeah, Lynn. Exactly.
Yeah, Lynn. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Paul is telling me that I should get the new mini, so I could fly it for a little bit and then sell it. I was like, oh, I could do a giveaway, right? Fly it for 6 months. Say I'm doing a contest giveaway.
Yeah.
And never give it away.
Yeah, build up subscribers and just
like
never
some
give it
channels
away.
do. Like some channels do.
Yeah.
Giveaways and you never see who wins.
Yes, I told you, your cousin wins.
That's funny. Just send your cousin. Tell your cousin to sign in this night. He's the winner of a new drone, right? That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after seeing that 6 drones were supposed to be given away, then 2 drones, a Mavic 2 Pro and a Mavic 2 Zoom, and some other drones, and people are paying for Patreon for this individual to give contests. If you become a member, you qualify twice. I hear the whole skit and everything, and then you never hear anything else about those drones.
Oh, who won? Nope.
You don't even hear who freaking won.
Yep.
You know why? Because it's all to get you to click on that button.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes, he reckons he's going to win one.
That's how it works. Tune in this Wednesday. We got a free giveaway.
Right? Tune in Wednesday nights for Wednesday nights with those guys. We don't know what it is, but we're giving away. Wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go. Carpal tunnel glove.
I've got a couple of socks.
Give it away.
Couple shots, David.
No, I actually have something I can give away.
What's that?
I have stuff I can give. Something I can give away.
Well, you still got some of that fancy beer waste product, don't you?
Oh, a Vegemite?
Yeah.
No, that's gone, man.
Oh, you ate that? You want the rest of mine?
No. I had.
If you like it so much, I can sell it to you.
I gave. Yeah, right.
There you go.
There you go. Do a giveaway, Herman.
Yeah.
Nobody wants
A
that.
Vegemite giveaway.
Nobody wants that.
A Vegemite giveaway. Look, what? Yeah,
There must be an Australian ex.
You'd have to pay somebody to do that.
I would not do that to anyone in Australia. To spend that kind of money to send that to them, they could just get one of the local.
No, an expat community in New York. There must be an Australian one.
I'm quite sure they can make it by now. I mean, what do you need? Like yeast and like what?
Oh, you don't want to go asking what's in it.
Axle grease and what else you need?
What happened?
Vegemite.
What about it?
What's in it?
What's in it?
Yeah.
Beer scum.
And axle grease?
Beer scum and swill. You know what swill is? Sand, mucus, and glass. Hold on. Saturday Night Live used to do skits with swill. Night Live swill.
Hey, Herman, I'll bet you that Big Matt would take that off your hands.
What? The Vegemite?
Vegemite.
I don't know if Matt wants that.
You wouldn't pass that on to friends, right?
Unless Matt really wants it, I don't know. I'm trying to find this thing. I had it here the other day.
I'm trying to find something now by Saturday Night Live. They used to have something called swill, and they would pour it out, and it. You know how heavy glue, like rubber cement, pours, how rubber cement moves. Well, they were saying, we're I'd like a glass of swill, and they would pull out a champagne glass, and they would pour this stuff out, and it had shards of glass and it's sand and little pebbles in it. And I've always remembered swill.
No.
I've always remembered it as swill. Hold on. What does swill?
He's looking it up, David.
Right.
We're going to know the history of swill here shortly.
To drink, great drafts, guzzle. The meaning of it, to drink and eat freely, greedily, or to excess, swash, swill. Okay, swill is the noun. Something suggestive of slop or garbage. A semi-liquid food for animals such as swine, composed of edible refuge mixed with water or skimmed or sour milk. Garbage. Okay, hold it. Let's see.
I've drunk beer in places around the world.
The water swivel
by that
down the bucket.
Swill was served in a bucket, right?
I'm trying to find images of swill. Okay, swill, their version of swill is completely different. It's basically slop that you feed pigs, sour milk, water, and some other stuff. But
well, pigs will eat anything.
You know why I laughed at that, Lawrence? Because if you ever lived by a school, And you know how we have the street sweepers.
Uh-huh.
Well, schools have milk for the children.
Right.
That milk, it sits in the garbage, and it sits there and it smells.
Yes, it
And
does.
And the garbage somehow starts leaking, and the street sweeper comes along, and he drags
Is
it
it all the way
down the street, and
Yep.
it smells all the way
Yes,
down
it
the
does.
street.
It does. It does. And the worst part is those garbage trucks that pull up in front of your house leaking stuff. Because whatever it leaks, it's staying there for the day. On the 90-degree day,
Oh, it's summertime.
stop,
Oh
stop,
man, it's
stop,
terrible.
stop. I'm making
And,
myself
and then
known.
and then right after the garbage truck moves on, that's when the flies.
No, Paul, I've seen it. The garbage, and they'll load up the garbage truck. They drop the hammer, and the thing will come down and
Gotta
start
squeeze
squeezing the
it.
garbage.
Yep.
And
yep.
it's squeezing, and you just see it run out.
Yep.
Oh God, the block's gonna stink today.
David, you got that image?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's
Summer in the city.
Oh man. That's what you call fresh squeeze. They had to have a sign on there, the handle says fresh
right,
squeeze.
because every time they squeeze the truck,
Yep.
more comes out
Yeah, but then he's going down to the next house.
to the house, and it
And he's
leaves
gonna
the
put some
puddle
more
there,
in. He's
and it
like,
leaves the puddle there.
squeeze
and-
some more.
You can literally walk
He's
down the
just drag
street.
it down the block. Go to
Yes.
the next house, throw more garbage in. Go to the next couple of houses, throw more. And then
You can hey,
squeeze it some more.
hey, David, you can literally walk down the street almost gagging because you can tell which way the garbage truck went, whether you want to know or not.
And then here comes the street sweeper behind them, Paul. Right? And this thing is
Just
supposed to-
adding water to
Spirit it.
It's
Yep.
supposed to
Around,
spray
yeah.
water.
Right.
Yep.
Supposed to spray water and sweep.
Yep.
This thing just sweeps.
Right.
Here's
So
it.
it basically spreads
It takes
out.
that swill that Lawrence is talking
Yep.
about.
Grinds
and
it
uses
in,
that
yep.
to sweep
Spreads it
straight.
round. Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, I'm not riding my bike today. This is a no bike day.
Yep. That's the way it works for sure.
B&H just announced some Black Friday sale.
And then the street sweeper goes along, and then if there's a car parked, he goes way out in the center and back around again. You know.
Yeah, especially in let's stop. Because I'm having flashbacks of seeing this and smelling this. Your brain doesn't forget. Just like when you smell death,
Mhm.
whether it be an animal or human, your brain will never forget it. And smelling that stuff, there were some mornings the garbage men I used to be out there every morning. But in the middle of the summer, when they're squeezing the juices out of the truck, I wait for them to go, and then I go collect my cans.
Nah, I don't go outside.
Yeah,
I wait for that to burn off.
Burn off.
I wait for that to burn off.
That'd be interesting if you went out there with like a propane torch or something to see if it would go on catch on fire.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. That would make it worse. And I've been in. And I work in construction, and I've seen some things.
Yeah.
And it's not meant for the ear. It's not meant for live stream. The things that go on in construction, it's not meant for live stream.
Yeah. I worked with private sanitation. You know some of the things I've told you, Herman.
Not meant for live stream.
You know, it actually was a recycling place, and I'll just give you a brief description, not to gross you out, but
Just
you
a
know
brief.
all of the department stores and stores where they have nothing but boxes, department stores. Well, they have special recycling companies that come and they pick up the containers from behind the truck. They compact it into the truck,
Mhm.
and then a guy comes with a roll off and takes it and replaces it with an empty one. Well, one day we were working and they open up the back of the container and cardboard falls out and a body falls out, discolored and almost jello-ish, and breaks in half. And then guys are like, and running away and going, oh shit, and the supervisor immediately told us, all right, everybody going to break. Now, this is how I knew I worked for mobsters. I'm not going to say the name of the company, but this is how I knew I truly worked for mobsters, because I told Herman this. The supervisor told us to go on a break, who drive the forklift. What he would do is take the cardboard and separate it so we could pull the plastic out and throw the cardboard onto the conveyor belt so they can make 1-ton bales of cardboard. They were recycling companies, so that's how they got paid. He told us to go on a break, and we were like, but we just came back from break. He was like, look, here. He gave us $50. Go on break again. And we came back, the body was gone. Both parts of the body was gone, because when it fell out of the truck, it broke in half. And then whatever was there was there. So when we came back from break, everyone's working and like, yo, what do you think they did with the body? And guys like, I told you they gangsters. I told you they gangsters. The guy goes, yo, just be quiet about that. Because they treat us very well. They treat us very good at this place. And about a half hour later, 30 minutes later, a detective car pulls up. So the boss, who never comes out of the office, comes out and greets them, shakes their hands, and you see the cops looking at the yard, and they're like, well, did you see anything? You know, we hear them. And they disappear and go into the office for about an hour and a half. Hour and a half comes by, and my daughter's school, I can decline that. An hour and a half goes by, and one of the supervisors that sits in the window and watches us work from the office came out with a case of Johnny Walker Black. Now, I don't know if you know anything about Johnny Walker Black, but a pint of it is almost $21.
Yeah.
Okay. They came out with a case of fifths, put it in the back of the detective's car, and then a half hour later, detectives came out. They walked in the yard around with a boss, and did you see anything? And everyone's like, no, I didn't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. They went and they got in their car and they pulled off. And then I knew I worked for some real mobsters.
You guys get the green label.
Yes. But oh no, they had Johnny Walker Black. They had a case of it, and they drove off, and we knew what the deal was. You know, the cops went in there to bullshit and was like, yo, we don't know what y'all did, but we have to come through here and file a report. And then they just left. They just left with their case in the back of the trunk. So
I don't know. Things change. But when I first went into construction, a lot of things were a little different. You know, guys were actually able to smoke on the job, and you know, a lot of different things happened. You know, guys always had that bottle in the back pocket, and things like that went on. As time went on and people complained and the news coverage got involved, a lot of those things changed.
Yeah.
And, you know, if anybody just got a Manhattan high rise that went up about 20, 30 years ago, if you're wondering why the dog stays in the back bedroom.
Yeah.
Every corner was a spot.
Yeah, I believe it.
While the building's going up, every corner's a spot. I'll leave it at that, Paul.
Yeah.
Every corner's a spot.
But let me tell you something. These guys, these Italians, they had the contract for the recycling stuff from Shea Stadium and Yankee Stadium.
Oh, I know who you were.
Anytime anybody wanted to go to a baseball game, they always had tickets.
I know who you worked for.
They did the guard. Yeah. In fact, right now,
actually, they did the garbage for the federal building too.
Present day, they are the largest recycling company on the entire East Coast, and they actually have golf tournaments. And you may know them. Present day is Waste Management.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not going to say what their name was before they became Waste Management, but
they did the garbage that.
Yes, you're right, Herbert.
Federal building too.
You know who I'm talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, present day, they have golf tournaments. They're called Waste Management, and they have recycling companies from Florida going all the way up to Boston, Massachusetts. The entire East Coast they cover. In fact, when we were working, our boss was named Bobby Shea. The family last name was Shea. That's all I'll say. But
I'm out of here.
It's funny, they had a contract with Shea Stadium. Go figure. Yeah. But the son, for his birthday, when he pulled in, in his car to the yard, his father had 2 brand new roll-offs with the new name Waste Management on the side of them. And each of these trucks alone, each of them without the containers, just a roll-off truck and the cab fully maxed out, each one of them were $250,000.
Oh, they big.
Okay. And he gave his son
Right.
2 of those, and his son took those 2 trucks, and now his son runs freaking Waste Management.
They're big though.
Yes, they do golf tournaments, bro.
They're a big company. Yeah.
Yeah. Bobby's an old man now because he was older than me when I was working with them, and I worked for them for 2.5 years. And another thing to show you how Italians, because they were Italian, take care of their employees. Every Saturday, rain or shine, no matter what the weather was doing, we would stop work at 1 o'clock and they'd pull out the 55-gallon barbecue grills like you grill on, Herman, and we'd have a barbecue. Your family would come up, friends would come up, but they would tell you one thing: if you got to work tomorrow, you better effing be here. They don't want to hear no excuses, and that's all they ask for you to show up to work when you were supposed to. I went from picking cardboard, from making back then in the early 90s to be making $7 an hour was a lot. And all I did was pull the plastic out of the cardboard, throw the cardboard this way and the plastic this way. He would push the plastic into a compactor and compact all the plastic, and he pushed the cardboard on a conveyor belt. It would make the 1-ton bills. I went from making that amount of money to $30 an hour back then in the early 90s, trying to pay load a shovel. And back then, the fee to get into the union was $800, and they paid it up front.
Okay.
So I was like, yo, good looking.
You know what, Lawrence? I worked for this one company, and I was working with the boss's son. And you know, downtown on Fulton Street, Elm Place, we went to this building over there. We go upstairs to the roof, and he's telling me we have to pull out all these lines from the air conditioning system.
Okay.
Just pull out all these cables. We pulled them out across the roof long. We had to even cut the pipes and pull out all these cables, cut it up, rolled it up into these big rolls, and took it downstairs and put it in the truck. So I'm on another job one day, and the boss comes on the job, and he comes to me with an envelope. He goes, "My son wanted me to give you this envelope. I don't want to know what it was about."
And it was your cut.
Yeah. Oh, it was my cut.
Well,
I'm going to head off, Paul. It's
okay. Yeah, David.
All right,
we know it's late over there.
11:30. Yep. Thanks for coming in, David.
No problem.
See you later, David.
David,
Maybe
be
we'll
well.
see you in the
man.
morning,
Good to
right?
see you, man. Stay
Take
safe.
care, everybody.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
David. Bye-bye.
All right, David. No, the best jobs, Lawrence, is when they're gonna redo a train station.
Yeah.
And they're gonna demo the train station.
Oh, wow.
You know how much copper it takes to run a train station?
Yes. Yeah. I used to be a graffiti writer. Trust me.
You know how much copper costs on scrap per pound? You know how much you get for it? Oh, forget
Per
it.
foot.
Hold on. Remember I told you the GTI I had? All copper.
Sponsored by Copper.
Sponsored by Copper.
That's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny, but it's not.
Paul, I bought
But
a
you know,
GTI.
that kind of thing goes on everywhere, doesn't it?
Paul, I bought a GTI, right?
Yeah.
A shell. And from all of the scrap wire money, I put seats in this thing, an engine, transmission, brake lines, everything it needed to make a car, and made it run. All inspected, everything.
Wow.
All bought by Copper. So listen, trust me, I know the deal. I know the deal. That's I was telling you the other night, that's how we got to try out Bartles and James wine coolers about a year before they put them on the market, because this same company recycled glass and cardboard. And the Bartles and James company at that time, they had a distributor here in New York, and for some reason, they weren't selling. So he pulled in with a 20-yarder stacked 2 feet high over the edge of it, full of Bartles and James. And the guys, like our supervisor, they paid us $50 to go and break the second time again, Gino. You know, that's Italian, Gino. He's just like, look, we have to destroy this. I don't care how you do it. I don't want to know how you do it. But if you want any of this stuff before we destroy it, take it. I went home with 5 cases of Bartles and James. I was so tired of Bartles and James. By the time it came out, I was giving it away after about 2 weeks. Tired of it.
Wow.
And it was good, but their warehouses were overstocked, and to keep from getting in trouble of keeping stuff past a date, they would have to destroy it, and they would get credit back for the glass that was made from the bottles. So, man, I went home with 5 cases. My mother's like, "What's that? Whose truck did y'all get that from?" I'm like, "Ma, you know I work in private sanitation. Shit falls off the truck." You know, stuff falls off the truck. What do you want me to do? And she's like, "Oh, you better not have nobody knocking on the door, because I'm going to point them right to your bedroom." I'm like, "Mom." You know, she was paranoid like that. So I just had to humor her. All right. Pyro Drone doesn't have it. Get FPV does.
See, listen to him. He's shopping. He's shopping.
Yep. He's shopping for another drone.
Birthday's coming up next month.
Listen to him.
One more. One more.
I'm just looking. I'm doing research.
Right.
I am.
Right.
Legitimately. I'm doing research.
I think Herman's got your number.
You ought to try something like.
You should see how Herman been going crazy the last couple of weeks looking for computer parts. And I'm computer literate. I used to teach computers back in the day. Herman just picked up this stuff in like the last 3 weeks or so, and he's telling me shit I didn't even know about computers, yo. So,
well, when you stop and you listen.
What happened?
When you stop and listen, you can learn a whole lot.
Listen, I can't wait for you to get that machine built.
Oh, it's coming.
Seriously, because I want to, Paul, when he plugs that computer in after a week, Herman's gonna start growing hair again. That's how powerful that shit's gonna be. He'll be like, "Yo, Herm, when's the last time you shaved?"
Last night. Why?
That's funny.
Chia.
Price match guarantee. I like that.
Go.
I like
Herman's
to hear.
gonna turn himself into a chia.
It's funny. I like to see price match guaranteed, because then that invites you to go find a cheaper price somewhere else, right? Don't you think?
What?
No, just in general. If someone says price match, that means whatever you're going to buy, you need to find it cheaper so they can match the price.
All right. You know, with that price matching thing.
Yeah.
Well, from taking advertisement in school and learning how those things work, it's designed to where is that the price is kept. That's why that they have a certain thing called a manufacturer's suggested retail price.
Yeah.
Everybody can make a profit selling at that.
I used to work in retail. Trust me, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Everybody gets a week or gets their turn at a sale on that item that carries it.
Yeah. It's like this week we'll have this price. Next week with those guys I have those guys I have that price. Yeah, I get it. I was in retail for a few.
Second, guys.
Huh? iFlight. Where is this? Why won't this light up? Shop.iflight. No,
Yeah.
That's some scam shit. because what I'm looking at is actually a frame. It's an FPV frame. I'm just looking and doing research, Paul. It'll be after the new year before I get it because of the price of it.
Hey, Herman, you recording this?
No, YouTube is.
All I can say is I'm just doing research. That's all. I'm just looking for.
I'm waiting for you to jump into that X class. That's what I'm waiting for.
No, that's not happening, bro.
Great big monster. I mean, it'll be so big you got to put it on the roof of the car to take it around, you know?
Oh no, that's some shit you attach to your back and you fly to the local bodega with.
There you go. I can see it now, Herman. I really can.
See him now with the jetpack.
Yep. Oh yeah, that too. There was a video out. The British Navy were using jetpacks to board other ships, and it was showing them practicing. 3 or 4 of them circling around a ship and landing on it.
You know what you do with that? With jetpacks, with guys landing on ships? You could actually break down the weapons to even cheaper and less conventional weapons. All hands on deck. And you get bats and just wait for them to come over the railing. Wow! Just wait. You got to touch down on this deck somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'll just wind up waiting. I'm looking for the left field fence.
That's funny.
Wait.
Looking for the left field fence. Pre-order. I don't want to. They asked me, do I want to pre-order? I don't want to order nothing.
You don't have to explain it to us.
I'm looking at frames.
Lawrence,
I'm
hey, that's
looking
okay.
at
It's
frames.
okay. It's okay. You have an addiction. We understand.
What's the price range they're looking for in that, Matt?
Huh?
I missed that one.
Well, the particular one that I'm looking at.
No, not you. I was talking to Matt.
Oh, Matt. AMD. I'm
Yeah.
watching AMD reveal of their big graphics card. And when I heard,
wait a minute, hold on.
Passed out. Hold on, Herman got some research on that, dog.
I'm trying to find it.
Let me check this out. Matt, he's been buzzing my ear every morning. I'd be half awake walking to the store, coming back. He's like, yo, I was watching this video and they said you put the intake fan here and the exhaust there. Woo! Not literally, but he's been going off, Matt. He has been going off. Freestyle, Sin quads, quad
And
frame.
that came up right away. Oh, I saw this from 5 days ago. Yeah, this one I did see. Yeah, but Justin wasn't impressed by these graphics cards they were talking about.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me. You said he wasn't too impressed with the graphics card. But did he say why?
A lot of really love, NVIDIA, and what they do. And they're not going to leave that GeForce.
All I knew when I was heavy into computers was NVIDIA. When they came out with the GeForce, GeForce series, I was like, now y'all starting to get too damn expensive.
That's what I told you. I fly with their tablet. Have no problems.
Yeah, I believe it.
No problems. And it's old. The tablet's old as hell.
Yeah, yes, it is. And if you can find one, they're like gold, dude. Literally, they're like gold.
You want an Android tablet to fly with?
That's the one to go with, right?
Yeah, you're not going to get 1,000 nits of brightness, and like you don't went blind in the last 5 years. But I mean, if you want to know where your drone is and not have the jumping, skipping screen, yeah, that's it worked for me. I'll say that.
Success D7 stack, 50 amp or 60 amp?
Well, I have to see, Matt. I'm gonna be looking at that.
What are you looking at? Gonna be looking at?
No, what he's talking about, the graphics cards.
Okay.
Ones that came out the other day.
Yeah.
5 days ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny in COVID, but 2020 is the year of the gamer. It is
because everybody's home. I can,
it is. Look, you getting that PlayStation and the Xbox.
Xbox is coming out with 2 systems this year.
But look at how many graphics cards you got this year for gaming.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
And you got new processors that came out too. CPUs that came out.
Mm-hmm.
They're about to drop that 5000 series. I'm waiting to hear what's going on with that.
All right. All right. I can't look at that anymore. I can't afford it. I do that every now and then to bring myself back to reality. I look at something, I'm like, okay. Later, Phantom Hodges. Have a good one, man.
Later, Paul. He's talking
Hey,
about
Paul, we'll see you, buddy.
Some legit drugs at the pharmacy.
6000 series.
Hey, Big Matt says 2.5 core clock speed, 16 gigabytes RAM on the graphics card. Impressive. Impressive on the gigahertz speed.
You'll see, because the price is not bad.
And for some reason, that the YouTube channel froze. Okay, I just had to refresh it.
That price that Matt was saying, that's not bad.
Well, I wasn't going to go back out because it's so damn cold, but I might have to. I need some air.
Oh.
Well, what I'm thinking is we might just shut down a little bit early.
Okay.
In that way,
I ain't gonna argue with you.
Yeah, you can
Dinner's sitting right over there.
Yeah. Okay, everybody in the chat, thanks for coming in tonight, and hopefully we'll see everybody again soon. And
Wednesday night, bro.
Thank you, Lawrence, and thank you, Herman. And Herman is on Wednesday night with those guys at 5.
And I'll see you on Wednesday.
Yep. Okay, everybody. Have a great evening.
Good night.
Dun, 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 dun. Johnny Carson song music come.